And now, let's see how you can enter an investment firm. Targeting your job search. Getting the interview. Once you understand the different types of firms, components of the business and the types of position available, you can begin to target your search. In this chapter, we'll focus on the different types of firms, what they look for, and their hiring processes. Investment management is open to any degree discipline, although a 2:1 is required. However, some of the major firms may prefer a degree in the following disciplines: mathematics, statistics, economics, and accounting. That said, many graduates with humanities degrees enter the industry, but many completes a master's in more related discipline to bolster their chances. A lot of the new hires in the industry have postgraduate qualifications. Perhaps this alludes to a more competitive job market, or maybe postgraduate qualifications are increasingly required. According to one graduate at a large investment management firm, a postgraduate degree is an implicit requirement. Pre-entry experience isn't necessary, but it can be beneficial. Similarly, reading financial press or running a shadow portfolio of securities will demonstrate your interest. According to one insider, reading financial press widely and thoroughly is absolutely essential in building acumen and conveying interest, and is the one area in which most graduates are found to be lacking. Graduates and recruiters in the industry concur that whereas talent is required, an interest in the industry is one of the most important things. Potential candidates will need to show evidence of the following: the ability to work under pressure and to meet deadlines, numeracy and analytical skills, excellent communication skills, self-confidence and ambition, an interest in current affairs and an appreciation of their impact on financial markets. Language skills can also be useful, and many new recruits have degrees in a foreign language. Although computer literacy is essential, it can be acquired during training. After the initial telephone interview, candidates will have to complete online verbal and numerical psychometric testing. Those who are selected will attend an interview normally with an HR manager and manager or senior analyst. The interview. Aside from understanding the industry and firms, cracking the interview is the most important step in landing the job. This guide will explore the most common questions asked of candidates during job interviews. The questions are segmented in three types: background, analytical or quantitative, and personality or fit. Precursor to the interview. The first basic tenet for anyone seeking to enter the investment management industry is a fluid understanding of the financial markets. You should be conversant on the market's performance and current drivers. On a very simplistic level, you should be able to answer the following questions. At what level is the FTSE 100? What has performed better over the last 5 years? Value or growth stocks? Where is the price of gold and oil? What factors drive the market to increase or decrease in any particular day? For specialty firms, your focus should be aligned with their strategy. For example, if you are interviewing at a firm focused on international equities, general knowledge of current exchange rates would be a requirement. Preparing for the interview. It is common for candidates to underestimate the importance of preparation of an interview. Interviewers are smart, well prepared, and likely to be interviewing many candidates for very few positions. It is not uncommon to have very senior portfolio managers or analysts conduct the first round interviews. Second interviewers can be conducted by company CEOs. Therefore, the time spent getting ready for the interview may separate the candidates that get the job from those who don't. Interview preparation should start with an investigation of the company. Do your research on the firm's history, business strategy, operating structure, and financial performance. Next, you need to plan how to position yourself during the interview. Think of an interview as a sales presentation in which the product you are marketing is yourself. You need to establish the points of your background and character that will make you the ideal candidate for the job. To accomplish this, we suggest the following. Know every detail on your resume. Prepare answers to the common questions detailed below. expect the unexpected, and practice repeatedly. Here are some background questions. First, what was your most significant accomplishment to date? It is important when answering this question to focus on an accomplishment that highlights the skills needed to be successful in the specific position for which you are applying. For instance, when interviewing for an investment research associate or analyst position, mention an accomplishment that required keen quantitative skills, problem-solving ability, and success as a team member. Be sure when answering this question that you provide tangible and measurable results to your accomplishment. Second, tell me about a recent professional experience when you had to convince someone to accept your idea. The interviewer wants to know how effective you are at articulating your recommendations and in defending your opinions. This is an important part of being an investment professional. A great way to answer this question is to state whom you were trying to convince and why they oppose your point of view. Then highlight how you overcome this. Third, what was the most important thing you learned in your last job and why did you leave? For those just graduating school, this question is less likely, but for others it is quite common. When answering this question, be positive even if the story did not end happily. Think about how you can link the skills learned in your job to the relevant talents needed for the new desired position. The fourth, why are you interested in the buy side instead of the sell side? This question is often asked to gauge your knowledge of the differences between the two sides of the business. Most interviewers are not looking for specific answers, but rather a reasonable rationale. Acceptable answers might include references to closer interaction with portfolio managers, more input into the investment decisions, and dedicated focus on performing investment analysis instead of marketing and writing investment reports. Analytical and quantitative questions. The level of difficulty of analytical interview questions depend on the level of position you are interviewing for. Analytical questions will generally be about stock recommendations and valuations, the economy, or financial accounting.